Hi guys, my name is Gaurav and today I'm here to discuss about my IoT project. The title of my project is the inventory reorder system, and yeah, well, let's get started. So for a few seconds, let me tell you the motivation of why I had selected this. So I selected this particular topic because I live with my roommates, we're five of us, and many times when we do grocery shopping, we ended up buying the product twice, and sometimes we don't use the product and we just ended up buying multiple of those, and they just some of them get spoiled because they don't have that much of a shelf life. And also we used to go to different stores, and we ended up buying a couple of things twice. And I thought that there should be a better way of handling this. Of course, I know that you probably have something like Google Notes where you can maintain a common grocery list, but it's still tiresome to keep going to that list and ticking things that you've already bought. And you have to again next time you go to the store, you again have to refill that list. And obviously, some of the items that we need, every week we need to order them again and again, like milk, eggs, things like that. So yeah, so I thought there was an easier way to do this, and then I decided to work on an IoT-based solution for that. Let's look at the design flow of the project. So how does the project actually work? This is like a top-level description for it. So I've written a Python code which actually reads the barcodes of each product, and gets the details, the name, the shelf life, and stuff like that. And then this gets pushed into the online Google Firebase database. So this Python script, which is actually running on which is supposed to be running on an IoT device, can be run from any laptop, any Android phone, or anything that you have. You can just scan the barcodes, enter the details, and then it'll be put on the server. Next, we have a website running, which is going to pull these details of whatever products that were pushed onto the Firebase, and this will be generating the shelf life of the product. And it's also and basically, for the first time when the website loads, you're supposed to also enter the details, like how many people are going to share it. For example, milk and eggs probably are shared by all of us, and sometimes they're not shared by all of us because one of our roommate is away. Then those things last longer, so you need to enter all those details so that we can calculate a good reorder date for it. And you have other factors like that based on, if it's a cleaning product, it's going to last longer no matter how many people are sharing it. Like maybe a wood cleaning product or something like that. So based on that, we generate a optimum reorder date, and a reorder list is generated. And this reorder list will be stored in a local SQL database. So whenever you want, you can go to it. And now also we have a delete option. For example, you can just go through the to the website, and let's say you've ordered everything, you can just tick what all you've ordered and just delete them. I'll just show you the working in a moment. So let's go over the hardware and software that I've decided to use for this. Obviously, as I've told you, the IoT script, I'm using Python coupled with the Firebase, Google Firebase. I went with Firebase because, I mean, between DynamoDB and Firebase, I found Firebase easier to use for my project, and it was free anyway for us, so for development purposes, so I've decided to go with that. And one more thing I've gone with here is I'm using a Android application called a Droid Cam, which basically lets you use any Android phone's camera as your camera for scanning the barcodes. I couldn't use my laptop camera because I mean, it was not able to focus, and my laptop's camera is not that good. And also now using a wireless cam, the advantage is if you have big products where you really can't lift your entire product to the camera and you can scan it, you can just move the phone because it's a wireless. It's like a wireless webcam. You can just move it to whichever place you have the barcode and then scan it. And obviously, I'm using MySQL to store the list, the database, sorry, the reorder list locally on the website. And we have obviously I've used PHP and CSS and HTML to develop the website. Obviously, we've just gone through this now, and the hardware I'm only using is my laptop and the phone. Obviously, although the IoT script and the website, both of them are running on the on my laptop itself. That is, this website can be hosted anywhere, and you can access it from there. Also, the IoT script can be run from any device, and so that's how it works. But for testing purposes and to develop it at a small scale, this is what I have gone with. So yeah, I've just put in a small screenshot. This was the initial uh, list that you get in the first page. Basically, it shows you the category of what the type is, and then you probably have like a shelf life for the product, which is in days here, and you can just put shared by a number of people who have bought it. Like this is the core functionality which I've gone with in the beginning, saying that this is how the website should look. This was a prototype, and I've gone with this reorder lists. Now the why have you can see a very interesting thing that I've shown barcodes here. Now you may be wondering, why are there barcodes? Like, what's the point? See, I mean, ever since COVID-19 has come into play, I mean, it's ravaged all of our lives, and people don't feel that good to go all the way to the supermarket and buy stuff. So instead, these barcodes are the same barcodes that are behind products from whichever shop you have bought them. For example, if I have bought them from Walmart, so these codes are on each product. So you can just open your Walmart app on your Android phone or your iPhone, and you can just scan these barcodes and just add them to your cart directly, and click checkout. This is very easy to use, and I thought it was pretty interesting, so that's why I decided to include these barcodes here. And also you have the date you bought it and the reorder date. The reorder date, obviously, as I've told you before, is calculated based on various factors. Yeah, so we'll just go, and I'll just take a few minutes to explain the code. So let's go over the code now. And first you have a main function. This main function is responsible for capturing the video stream and converting the video stream frame by frame and sending it to the barcodes function, which reads the barcodes. So once you go to the read barcode function, obviously it's going to read the barcode value, and it's going to store it in a global set, and also it's going to draw a green color rectangle around the barcode in the video stream, so that you know that the barcode has been read. Next, after reading the barcode, we go to the verify set function. This verify set function over here, it basically reads the entire barcodes and checks if these are products that we have already stored in our database, which is basically a text file over here, and it's going to retrieve details like what category it is and all stuff like that, like what's the shelf life of the product and everything like that. And after that, an update inventory function is called. This is the core function which is basically pushes all the details into the Firebase, and all these details are basically pushed into the Firebase's real-time database. And then also, this is one more option that we have added, where in case you wanted to add a custom item which you couldn't scan the barcode because maybe the shape of the barcode is different or the barcode got scratched, but you do know the code. What you can actually do is you can actually enter the details manually of what the of the product, and then even that will be pushed into the database. And once you have pushed whatever you need, then the program will exit. So this is the core Python function. So now let's go over the website code that we had written. I'm not gonna explain the HTML part of it because it's pretty straightforward. I'll just give you a very high-level overview of how the server runs. So the server looks at this part over here is basically curling to the Firebase so that we can get the all the details as a JSON file. So basically we send a curl to our main URL where our project is running, where our Google Firebase is there on today's date, and we get all the details, and you close the connection. So this is what the curl function is doing. And next we decode the JSON and we display the table. So this is here we have the code for displaying the table, and we also have the opportunity, where all this code also generates the form of the table which you'll be seeing soon, which where you have to enter how many people share it and stuff like that. And next we have next we can come here. This is once you click on submit, where you want to submit it to the SQL database, the code comes here, and then you submit all the the reorder list, like the product name and everything, into the database, and it's stored there, and the reorder date is here. So this has another function to get the reorder date. We have a function below. So this is a reorder date function. This first looks at the category of what the product is, and then it looks for the shelf life. And if sees that based on how many number of people share it, and like, and once, let's say it's food, and then if only one guy shares it, then it's going to probably just give you like 30 days, because it's not going to last long. But if the shelf life is lesser than 30 days, then that is going to be displayed. And similarly, it's going to work for various products like cleaning, health, etc. And you get the reorder date into that, and that's put into the database here. And then you just close the connection. And then let's go back into the reorder list. So this is the page for the reorder list. Here it's just very similar to the first page, but you're just displaying the product, the reorder date, and other details like your barcodes. The barcodes here actually are generated using a JavaScript library. The barcode, which actually is stored in the database from the first page, or when it's actually pulled from the Firebase itself. And we actually don't store the image of the barcode. The image of the barcode is dynamically generated here, so that I just how as I explained before, you can just pick your phone up and then scan it and add it to your cart, or whatever app you use, Walmart or Price Chopper or anything like that. And then you have basically, once you've clicked on submit, in case you do want to delete something, we have provided that functionality here. So you have to tick, you have a checkbox of what all items you want to delete. You can just delete them, and then they get deleted from the main database, and that means that you have ordered it. So let's see how my project works. We'll go over the IoT code first, and I'll just show you how to actually use it. So let's go over the Python part of the program. I'll just show you a quick demo. So yeah, this is what the Python code is seeing right now. So this is from my Android phone. I can move it around and stuff like that. So it's just my Android phone which is running the RoidCam app. So let's scan a few barcodes here. So you have a green rectangle around it, as you've seen, in case the barcode has successfully been scanned. See, just like that, you'll have a barcode. And then we can probably get maybe ketchup. Yeah. So yeah, and now you can, when you're done scanning, you can just click on escape, and then the camera module of it is stopped. And now, in case you want to add more custom items, which maybe the barcode is scanned and you can't really scratch to something, and you can't really get the camera cannot really detect it, or you're not able to enter the barcode, and sorry, you're not able to scan the barcode properly, you can probably just add it here. So if you click 1, you can add any custom values, or you can just click 2 or 3 and just click enter, and then the Python program stops. So now let's look at the website. So that's where my local website's running. So as soon as you open the website, it's going to show you the things that you scanned, like the Old Spice deodorizer, the ketchup, and the peanut butter. Just click on who's bought it, and then just click on submit. And as soon as you click on submit, actually this will actually push it to the database and generate the reorder list. And you just have to click this to view the reorder list. And this will have a bought date and a reorder date and everything like that. And also these barcodes, like I shown before, they are dynamically generated using a JavaScript library. And now let's say you have scanned all these barcodes and reordered them into your cart whenever you want. Now you can just tick them, like these two, let's say, and then click on submit. So that's it, and your code is generated. And if you want to order these at some other point of time, you can leave it on. So this is how the PHP part, the website part of the code works. Thank you. And yeah, obviously thank you for taking your time and looking at this video of my project, and feel free to comment below in case I can make any improvements or anything. I would especially like to thank the professor for giving us an opportunity to work on something like this as a part of our coursework. Thank you.